Mi nombre es Sunny. En español es mi vida. Learning Spanish have completely changed my life for the better. It has taught me discipline. It has taught me failure, embarrassment. I am constantly nervous, okay? It has taught me rejection because some people don't want to speak Spanish with me. And I would love for you to go on this journey with me of watching me fail. Like, I'm actually excited to fail so that I can level up. I have done that in business. I have done that with multiple things in my life. I have failed my way to the top. And that's what this entire channel is going to be about. It's going to be about Spanish and motivation. And it's going to take you on a journey where you can actually walk this walk with me. I am at like the intermediate stage, okay? I've been learning Spanish for 3 years. However, I've only been learning Spanish for about 9 months consistently. Okay, so what that means is the first 2 years I was fucking around. Like, I was just taking a little Spanish class here, listening to a YouTube there, a little this, a little that, a little nothing, okay? And so I was like being really hard on myself, thinking like, oh, I should be much further. I should be much further. I've been putting years into this. But Spanish is not about the years. Spanish is about the hours. How many hours have you invested in Spanish? And that is the same thing for your life, any business or any goal that you're trying to get to. How many hours have you invested in that goal, in that business? Because it's not the years. Years add up quick. You'd be like, oh, I've been learning Spanish for 5 years. But how many hours have you put into learning Spanish? So I have my book here that I wrote down when I was in Peru, because I realized I wasn't as far as I thought I was. Once I was in a Spanish-speaking country for almost 3 months, I realized, hey, maybe you don't know as much as you thought you knew. Okay, so where I started. So I had 139 hours on Baselang over the last 3 years. So Baselang is a platform where you can learn from locals. It's a teaching platform to teach you Spanish. And so I was doing like 30-minute classes here, 30-minute classes there. I did not have a strict schedule, nor did I understand that it was the hours that was going to get my Spanish mejor, better. Okay, so yeah, 139 hours is all I had did at the time. I did 60 hours in Peru at a school in Miraflores, okay? And then I went to a different part of Peru, which was Arequipa, where I did 40 hours of immersion in a school with a professor. And so when I added all that up, I had only had 239 hours worth of Spanish that I could calculate. Now, did I listen to podcasts and do a little bit of this and a little bit of that in between these 3 years? Absolutely. But there was no way that I could calculate the hours for the time I spent on YouTube, you know, watching a podcast here and podcast there. So let me tell you where the shift happened. The shift happened was when I was in Peru, no one speaks English. And so my Spanish was advancing very quickly because no one speaks English. Please don't take me word for word ever. Like, of course, there's people there that speak English, but for the most part, it's a country that is speaking their native language. Unlike when you go to like Mexico, there's a lot of people that speak English and Spanish. It's not like that in Peru, which is why I chose there to do the school and to be fully immersed. So why did I start learning Spanish? Why was Spanish something that aligned with me? There's a few reasons. Number one, I tried to learn Spanish about 20 years ago, and it didn't work out. I did like Rosetta Stone, and you know, it wasn't working. I love the language, the sound of it. I remember being about 11 years old and this Spanish woman, well, this Latino woman was like arguing with her guy, and she had so much passion and she was speaking so fast, and it just sounds so beautiful to my ears. Like, I loved how dramatic she was. Muy dramático. See, I loved how dramatic she was. I loved her emphasis in her body. And I was like, ooh, I like. So this was very, very young that Spanish spoke to my heart. Another reason why Spanish aligned with me is I do not plan on living in the U.S. my entire life. One thing about learning a language is you will evolve. You will evolve to a higher version of yourself. And I actually love the idea that I have two personalities. I have a very feisty Spanish version of me, and then I have English Sunny. And I absolutely adore being able to jump into different realities with language, with words, with expressions, right? So this channel is going to be about Spanish and motivation. I want you to come on the journey with me with all my mistakes, all my embarrassing moments, all the fear. It is so scary for me to speak Spanish to a native. All the fear, all the fun, all the things I have to overcome. But in the meantime, I have to bring me to this channel. And so who am I? I am a massive manifester. I'm always planning the universe. I'm all about the law of attraction. I'm all about everything universally aligned to get us somewhere that we can mentally not go when we are stuck in our thoughts. So that's who I am. So I'm bringing that with the Spanish, and I hope you will join me. Now that you know what this channel is all about, if you are on a journey to learn Spanish, I would encourage you to join this journey with me. Look at me as a fool, right? Like, watch me screw up constantly and be okay with it. Like, building the confidence of, I'm not going to always get it right, and that's okay. My accent is a little weird, and that's okay. But I am going to continue on until I am fluent in Spanish. And that's what this channel will be about. And if you want to hang out with somebody that's not AI, that's not phony, I'm not always going to come on here cute. I'm not always going to be perfect. And I'm not about to be faking on this camera. I'm going to come here authentically myself. If that resonates with you, then I would encourage you to join me. Drop a comment down below and let me know a little bit about you. Let me know why you want to learn Spanish. What is your drive? What is it for you? Muchas gracias for hanging out with me during this video.